All right. Welcome to another edition of Sabbath Lounge. This is Matt.
And Jake.
How y'all doing? We appreciate you tuning in today, and we do want to share with you that we have a website, and so if you just Google Sabbath Lounge, you will find it. You can Google Sabbath Lounge, and we'll pull up on multiple platforms. This is a website where everything is in one place, from how to contact us, how to subscribe. We do have an email subscription form that you can get on, and anytime this is updated, you'll get an email if you like the email.
If you like that, yeah.
So, and don't make us spam, please. We're not spam.
We're not. I'm not spam.
No, not spam. Spam is unclean.
Yes.
So,
although I think they make a clean spam.
Really? Who would eat that? And what would it be?
A real man. No.
Parts and pieces of
it would
things
be
that are unmentionable at the moment.
Probably, yeah.
Of clean.
I'm not sure. Google that. Let us know in the comments.
Clean spam. All right. Well, we're not.
And if not, we found a hole in the market.
Yes,
we'll be filling that.
Sabbath
pending.
Sabbath Lounge. Clean spam.
Oh, jeez.
It's tasty and nutritious.
Nothing but the best ideas coming from this channel.
Yes, that's right. So, but we encourage you to go look at this. We've done everything from steam, solar to steam, off-grid living. That was a great conversation we had. I encourage you to go check that out if you want to be a survivalist and live without Big Brother.
Yeah.
We can tell you how to do it.
Yep. Lots of 1984 happening out there.
Yes, so. We have not done this solar to steam, but we hope to.
Yes, it's very interesting.
We've met a part genius along the way recently that we think can help us do this.
Yes, it could be a reality.
Yes. So we will keep you posted if we make that happen. Definitely. Years from now. So, but we've been talking about something, and so we've mislabeled some things. This is actually part 3 of 4, and I think in part 4...
You'll hear us call it part 3.
Yes.
However, it will be labeled part 4.
Yes. It's kind of a long, crazy story of how part 4 came first, but when you make movies like we do,
sometimes you pick a scene and it strikes you.
Sometimes you shoot things out of order.
Right.
We'll just leave it at that. So Jake, what are we talking about?
Who even knows? So this is part, like you said, part 3 of 4 on the blessings and curses, and this is dealing with Mount Ebal and Mount Gerizim from the Deuteronomy 28 kind of situation.
All right, so this is I copied this from something. And now I don't remember what it was, but it might have been the Blue Letter Bible or something. And it breaks down Shechem. And it explains that Shechem means shoulder. And that one's shoulder was considered the seat of one's burdens, whether physically or metaphorically. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So
it is interesting, Matt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
So you have this term for shoulder. Shechem and Paleo Shin Kaf Meme. This is the place where women come at sunset to draw water. See the woman at the well. You must be alert. You must be prepared for worship, kind of like Shakid or the almond tree.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of an interesting
little
parallel. Yeah. Shout out to all you almond people out there. We know you.
Shout out to all the almonds.
Almond brothers.
Nice. Well done.
But definitely a concept of being alert and being prepared.
Watchful.
Anticipating. And then this is a kind of a breakdown. This goes with... probably with the Rob Skiba that we'll mention later. But it kind of shows Ebal, Gerizim, and the blessings and curses. But this is like from a different perspective, I believe, looking a little bit different way. But
And you have Bethel and where Jacob was.
In Shiloh,
Yeah.
the place of the original tabernacle. But it is confusing exactly.
And this is interesting too. Now we'll mention during our Rob Skiba stuff about this Garden of Eden thing we're talking about here. River which waters the Garden of Eden, Nahal Miran. There, that's definitely interesting. So keep that in mind.
And this labels the piece of land that Jacob bought from Shechem. So when we talk about that too,
Right.
But this is not a video. So this is the source of that information from this website. It's a blog called The Garden of Eden in Galilee. And so if you're interested, there's more information here. And they quote the different scriptures. That's weird. And that's a busy map. Lots of, I guess it's like all the images.
Yeah, it looks like they took all the important happenings and goings on and just labeled it there.
What is that?
It's a shoulder.
Yeah, I know. It's like a shoulder for sure.
This is the
pillars.
It's been so long since I've even talked about it. I don't even know the name of it anymore. You know, the rocks that are like Easter Island, Easter Island rocks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What are those called?
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge. Wait, is that it?
No.
Those are heads, right?
You're talking about Easter Island, the big heads.
No. Easter Island's the big head. Stonehenge is the one with the big stones. And
yes.
Yeah.
Different thing.
That's kind of what it looked like at first.
Yeah.
None of that matters. Okay.
No.
See? It is. I'm telling you. No.
And so definitely, you know, I put this in here. It's definitely a source if you want to go research it a little bit more about kind of their opinion of how, you know, they believe it goes back to Garden of Eden, back to Abraham, and, you know.
all the way back to the beginning.
The division, the covenant that Yahuwah walked between the carcass. So it just kind of, I don't know, goes on and gives you more information if you want to research it more.
Yeah.
So I'll put a link to that. And then did I skip one? Okay. So Ebal, it comes from Strong's H5858. I always feel like I should be like Michael Heiser there. I can't do that very well.
Me either.
Yeah. So Ebal is bald, bare, no trees. So where Gerizim was shoulder, Ebal is bald and bare. Mount Gerizim, Strong's H1630. Gerizim, cuttings off, trees, fruitful.
So the blessings appear to be fruitful, and the curses appear to be bald.
No offense to bald people everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think it's talking about that.
Ebal is the highest mountain in Samaria at 2,820. Mount Gerizim is 2,643. Pretty close.
Yeah.
So, but Ebal is slightly higher. Mount Gerizim is shoulder, trees, fruitful. There's some stuff that says this is where the Sumerians built their altar.
Yeah, and you'll see a video in the next segment, part 404, where they find something. I don't want to give too much away. Mm-hmm. Go watch the video after this one.
Mount Ebal is curses, not following. Mount Gerizim, blessings, following. What does that mean?
Blessings, you want to follow to get the blessings. If you're not following, you get curses. I think that's what that means.
Following what?
It's, you know. The way.
The way.
The way. The Torah.
Yes.
The instructions.
Exactly.
Come on, Matt. That's kindergarten questions.
The loving instructions from the Father.
That's right.
So Mount Ebal is like Esau, and the Northern Kingdom curses. What do you think that means that Ebal is like Esau?
It means that they both start with E and they have the same number of letters.
Okay, very good.
But
perfect. Nailed it.
Also, Esau is the worldly son who did not do according to Yahweh's will, but his fleshly desires, which led to curses in his life. And it just makes sense that those would be connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also the Northern Kingdom was the kingdom that was divorced and more often went astray.
Mm-hmm. And then we come to Gerizim, Jacob, Southern Kingdom blessings. Kind of direct opposite. Kind of like what we talked about. Even Jacob and Esau, kind of thing.
Right.
So both are found in the territory of the hills of Ephraim, the two becoming one in the stick of Ephraim.
Right. So this is just a picture of, not the background, the words, the situation here. It's a picture of that, the two becoming one in the hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so when the Israelites come here and they come between the valley, this represents for the first time really the Torah, the land, and the nation all coming together in the same place.
Right.
Like everything coming together.
It's like the start of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
Or as we talk about in the next section, it's almost like their the wedding language again.
So. Yeah, the one flesh, the stick becoming one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of parallels. Well, the patterns here, the Garden of Eden and the two trees, Abraham and the split carcasses, the split mountain, split carcass, ark in the middle represents the Father.
Mm-hmm.
So, and go back and read the story if you're not familiar. We have talked about it, but so the city of Shechem is the place where Abraham first buys land, and Jacob comes after meeting Esau at Jacob's well. Joseph is also sent for his brothers there. So, which I thought this was interesting. Would you read Acts 7:16?
There's so many versions. Which should I pick? I will just go with the top one. Their bodies were brought back to Shechem and placed in the tomb that Abraham had bought from the sons of Hamor at Shechem for a certain sum of money. A certain sum.
Certain sum.
Yeah.
So it is pretty interesting there. And so this is Stephen's address to the Sanhedrin, the context of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's right. Yeah, this is this is just before the stoning, right? Mm-hmm. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. And then he goes on to tell them everything.
Yeah.
And they didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. And then if you're scrolling through here, there's all these other references to Scripture there. Oops. And then Genesis 37:1.
And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan.
Okay. Now I'm not sure.
Jacob's in Canaan.
Why I chose that one unless there's more.
Oh, it's probably not verse 1. This is Joseph meeting his brothers there, right?
Yes, that's what it is.
So first he insults them with the dream that he's better than them.
Right there. 13.
Yeah. And Israel said unto Joseph, Israel the person, do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, here I am. It just flows.
Yes, it just flows.
At King James. It just flows right
King
off the
Jimmy
tongue.
is so smooth. So you definitely see that the Shechem has played a valuable role. In Jubilees chapter 13, it says, Abram journeyed from Haran, and then he took Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his brother, Haran's son, to the land of Canaan. And then he came to Ashur and proceeded to Shechem and dwelt near the lofty oak. And he saw, and behold, the land was very pleasant from the entering of Hamath to the lofty oak. Do you think that's the oak of Mamre?
It's always the oak of Mamre with you, I think.
Yes, it is. And the Lord said to him, to thee and to thy city I'll give to seed I will give this land. And he built an altar there, and he offered thereon burnt sacrifices to the Elohim who had appeared to him, and he removed from thence unto the mountain Bethel on the west, and Ai on the east. And he pitched his tent there. And he saw, and behold, the land was very wide and good, and everything grew therein, vines and figs and pomegranates, oaks, ilkes, and terebinths. I believe terebinths is an oak tree, and oil trees, and
cedars, and cypresses, and date trees,
and all the trees of the field. And there was water on the mountains.
We're dodging our microphone.
Yes.
Try to see that.
So that's a reference to it in Jubilees, and then we read this one in chapter 14.
And he said unto him, take me an heifer of 3 years, and a goat of 3 years, and a sheep of 3 years, and a turtle dove, and a pigeon. And he took all these in the middle of the month, and he dwelt at the oak of Mamre. There you go. Which is near Hebron. And he built there an altar and sacrificed all these, and he poured their blood upon the altar, and divided them in the middle, and laid them over against each other. But the birds he did not divide. And birds came down upon the pieces, and Abram drove them away, and did not suffer the birds to touch them. That's kind of an interesting little tidbit that he adds into the story. I thought that was kind of weird. See him chasing birds away. So why is that in the story? I don't know. It's curious to me.
So, and then this is a reference where you can find Jubilees 14, and it basically is just a retelling of this. But it is kind of interesting where he lays out the promise and the land. So, and kind of just kind of a source on that. And Jake, we've come to the end.
It would appear so.
So did we freeze?
It looks like the video froze, but I don't know if the recording froze. We shall have to give it the old test.
Yeah, no, I think we're good.
So apparently this is the best view of us. So
yep, and this is the conclusion of part 3 of 4. And so if you jumped in the middle of this one, we encourage you to go check out 1, 2, and 3 and 4.
Yep.
And try to get them all. But I don't know, anything else you want to say about this particular section?
No, I think just keep on going. Keep checking them out, and let us know what you think about it. See if we've missed things or not. Let us know if you've learned something new. That's interesting to us too.
Yep. Because we pray that we can help you expand your knowledge, and maybe not even. It's nothing we say. Maybe there are things that we say that trigger your brain, and you go and you kind of maybe unlock some things. Because I know that happens to me a lot when I watch someone else. They say something that's like, what they're saying triggers me to think something else, and maybe I study something else, or add to my understanding.
Yeah.
So
maybe we should put a trigger warning on this.
Trigger, yes, yes, we should. We should have a warning label on this. So maybe not to operate heavy machinery.
Yeah.
So
you may think of things better than what we've said. So be careful.
Yes. But we appreciate you, as always, taking a minute to swing by and check out Sabbath Lounge. We ask that you continue to go to our website and check that out. And, we're trying to grow this thing. We're up to, in total, like 600-ish followers on different platforms. And we are growing, and we would appreciate more.
Right.
So if you could share us, we'd be really thrilled in the next year or so to be up to 1,000 plus. And not that it matters,
But it's good to see that we're reaching people, and people are enjoying and getting something out of what we're doing. So
and we are committed to doing this. We do this for free. It costs us money to put these things together and to do this. You may be going, it doesn't cost much, but but anyway, we do appreciate that you're here and that you took time to check this out. And we're going to sign off now, unless you have any last words, Jake.
Nope, that's it.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Bye.